Sir, we're back. Dance. Pin comment. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with another one. Talk to me, y'all. Talk to me. Talk to me. Let me get my claps going. You know what I'm saying? We're back with another one. Yeah. We back. Storm Debarge about to come in the building. I'm starting to have fun with these little interviews, man. I ain't gonna lie. I'm starting to have fun. I don't know if y'all got any questions for the lady, but if y'all do, please drop them in the chat. Hello from West Hollywood. Kamari said you sent me a message about a week ago. I didn't see it. Send it to my personal at Scottie, because I did not see it. I love being black. I rock with that. I emailed you a story. Where'd you email it to? Either info@suburbanla.com. Suburban Wifey in the building. What up? She gonna come on at 7 o'clock. I see you in the building. Storm, if you ready to come up now, we could get you up now. We could get it cracking. I'm ready. I'm excited. I was doing some research about it. I found out some shit I didn't know. And I got a bone to pick with you, Storm. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I'm off of I've been getting these little prime drinks. I guess it's like Logan Paul's drink. That shit been having me with the jitters. So I'm off the prime, and I'm off the off this coffee right here. That shit be having. Shit been having me off the rockers, man. You know. Let me adjust my hat. There. What up?
What? I want to know what bone you have to pick with me.
I got a bone to pick with you.
Pick it.
I'm light skinned and I'm sensitive. For the longest, I felt like I was trying to get a follow from you and I didn't get the follow. I was hurt.
I'm so sorry.
I was like, shit.
Look, at the end of this interview, I got you.
Well, you followed us now, so now I'm happy. Not my personal.
Oh, your personal. My bad.
The brand, I was like, dang. But then I saw you at Hollywood Homecoming. We took a little shot. I was like, oh, she do love me. It's all good.
I'll be chilling.
How you? Well, first of all, let me say I appreciate you for coming up. I know you running LA, doing all your dancing stuff. So I know you busy. I definitely appreciate it. Let me clap it up for you real quick. And let's get right into it, man. For those who don't know what you do, who you are, you can introduce yourself, kind of tell them what you do, and we'll get into it. I got some questions.
Okay, so number one, y'all, I'm blind as hell, so don't say nothing about my eyes. I'm chinky eyes, but anyways, Storm Debarge, West Side, all day, Los Angeles, California. Professional movement artist, director, choreographer. I do a lot of teams. You know what I'm saying? A little influencer, a little comedian here and there. That's it. You know what I'm saying? A little intro.
I like it. You got a lot of energy, bro. Like, have you always been like that?
Yeah, since I was a kid. I always had energy. I mean, when I was little, I had my moment where I was like shy, but I was only shy because I didn't know how people would react to me wanting to be so turned all the time.
Yeah.
But I'm always turned.
Does it? So I was dealing with this girl one time. She was older than me. How old are you?
27.
27. Okay, I'm 27 too. I was dealing with this girl. She's probably like 30 now. She probably got me like by 2 years. And I'd be like, I like to think that I got energy. And then she kind of cut me off. She was like, you got too much energy. You young. That might be different for a man because y'all be wanting niggas to be like stoic. But that energy, whenever I try to be energetic, people be shutting me down. You feel like anybody ever shut you down because of it? Or you?
No. It's giving hater. It's giving get out my space. It's giving stay home. It's giving stay home. Get out my space.
Yeah, I don't like that. And I kind of look back now. I'd be like, I don't think she really liked me. She was just dealing with me. Now that I look back. But enough about my love life. I know you're a dancer. That's what I know you as like a dancer. choreographer, obviously. How'd you get into it? How'd you get started?
Ooh, okay, so let's say long story short, short story long.
Let's do it.
Been dancing since I was little. My mom, she was around music a lot before I was born, so I feel like it kind of was like, you know, her doing as far as like the music and bringing me up around good music and musicians and just entertainment, period. And then I started, you know, around 5, 6 years old, I was doing my little thing, and then I would just go with her to dances. She didn't really have the money to put me in like Debbie Allen or nothing. I was begging to go to Debbie Allen, but she's like, we do not have the money for that, baby. It's too much.
What is
Debbie Allen? Debbie Allen. Do you know who Debbie Allen is?
I don't know who Debbie Allen is.
Okay, no, I'm not telling you nothing. Just that's your homework after today.
Debbie Allen.
Who Debbie Allen is. So Debbie Allen, she has an academy, and she was like that Miss Mamas. Like that's who everybody wants to dance with. You can go to her academy, learn like all the training, like ballet. She taught everything. She's Black, of course, but she's an icon. She's legendary, and I wanted to go there, and that was like a thing. Kids in LA, you wanted to go there, but it's so expensive, you know. So that was cut for me. Dance classes was cut, so it's always giving like backyard boogie type, you know, family reunion type of vibe. Like, oh, show me a little dance thing in the living room, you know. So that happened, and then the jerking movement started, of course. I was kind of just around. Like, I was just around the jerking.
Yeah.
I was always dancing and stuff, but I just didn't, I don't know, my friends was doing it, like the Rangers and everybody, like Cooley. They was all jerking and stuff, and I was just hanging around. But then I liked the Dougie, so I kind of got good at the Dougie or whatever. Had my own little squad. We was called Drop That Ink. Cooley was a part of it, too. A lot of people don't know Cooley was dancing before he picked up that camera, okay? So we known each other since we was 13. He was dancing and stuff, jerking and stuff. And then it kind of just, everything, I started realizing, like, oh, I really want to dance. Like, there's celebrities I want to dance with. There's people I want to dance with. But what can I do, you know? So I was just going to all the functions. You can ask anybody. I was always in functions, the house parties and all that. Busting it, walking it, all that. Just making sure that people took out their phone and was just recording me. And, like, just the word of mouth, like, oh, she, you know, she really the only girl in here really dancing for real. So I was in there doing my little thug dizzle, and then my name started buzzing around, and then Instagram came, and I was doing the 15-second videos, just trying to do as much as I can in one video.
Yeah.
And then I was just being consistent because at the end of the day, it's something that I love to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really love to do what I do. So I'm like, well, I'm just going to put it out. So I was just being consistent, putting videos out all the time, going out, doing what I had to do. So then it just led me into the industry, and then now all of these things are happening.
Was it like, were you just, even like, let's take it to the 15-second days. Were you just like doing it for the love, like for real? Or in the back of your mind, did you know, like, nah, I'm trying to get a check off of this at some point in my life?
Nah, at
Never.
that point, the 15-second jobs were just because I really love to do it. I didn't think about no check. I just, whatever I can get in 15 seconds, shit. I don't know. I just want people to see what I like to do. Really.
What about now? Is it now like, is it a thing, or is it strictly love? I guess
it's definitely love. I'm gonna say like 90% is love, and then of course we're grown now. I have bills, I have things I gotta pay for. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I have visions that I want to do, and all this other stuff that costs money. You know what I'm saying? So of course, you know, I want the bread, but at the end of the day, it's what I love to do. Like all the videos y'all see me do, it's because I love to do it, and then I have somebody by my side, Cooley, that also loves to do what he does, and he understands me as a dancer and as a person, and just period, you know?
Cooley, forgive me, because I think we posted like 3 videos, and we did not have that nigga. And every time you posted, you
was like, on your head.
Oh my
I don't care about nothing.
And you know what's crazy? I told you I'm light skinned, I'm sensitive. I used to get hot, because I'm like, nigga, we over here posting this shit. They worried about the photographer. But when I look back on it now, I realize how important he was to it, because, again, like the dancing is great, you know what I'm saying? But I think it was really, I don't know the thing, but it was really, both parts was important, because of whatever he's doing with the fucking camera, it makes it look that much more crazy.
Hey, let me tell you something about it. Because people, that's what I said. At first, I'm like, man, niggas is really just taking videos. It's crazy to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I get it, you know what I'm saying? But I'm glad that we was able to get that together. But I also agree with you. Like, it definitely is the dance aspect, and it's the way that he's capturing it. And a lot of people try to do it, but I'm like, it can't really happen because, like I said, it's organic feeling. This what there's so much footage of me and Cooley that has not been put out because
Why?
Because we just link up and we play music, we talk, we eat, and then we just dance, and then we have the footage, but it's just there to there because, like I said, this is what we love to do. You know?
Room? Well, I got a feeling he's in the room. Is he in the room
He's
right
not.
now?
He's in this chat room.
He's in there. Okay. Okay, so wait, whose idea was it, or did he come with that? Like, I don't even know what the hell you call that. Was he like, I got something for you? How did y'all even? What was that first video?
I'm not gonna lie. We went to the beach. We shot "Flap Your Wings" by Nelly. Y'all can scroll all the way down to that whole fall. But he was just like he was editing. He was texting us in the group chat like, man, I did my shit on this one. So I'm like, nigga, you always do your shit, like, you know. Yeah. He was like, nah, like I'm gonna send it to you. He sent it when I said I must have screamed, yelled, cried. I said, what is going on? I said, what is it? I said, nah, this is that. And then after that, it was up. You feel me? I don't know. It's what he do. Cooley got the magic. Cooley hands. I'm trying to tell you.
And that's part. What about the dancing part? Obviously, he's making you look good on that end. You got to come with the choreography, with the.
Oh no, baby, it's not choreography. It's all freestyle.
It's all freestyle.
Yes.
Okay. I can't dance, and I don't know if you know how it feels to be a black person who can't dance.
That's a problem. Friend.
It don't feel good. Like I just don't have what that is. And I heard Chris Brown talk about it one day, and it was like, how do you dance? He was like, you just got to go off of like how you feel in the music. And don't work with my joints or whatnot, but can you explain, like, when you, I don't know, is it certain moves you go back?
A lot of people know. So look, let me say, because he was like choreography. Let me just tell y'all right now. So boom, when I say professional movement artist, professional freestyle dancer. So I'm pretty sure you can tell the difference between two when you see a video of like 2 people or 3 people doing the same movement, like word, you know, just verbatim, everything's the same. But when you look at me, it's different every time. And I don't plan it. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't listen to the music and be like, I'm finna do this. That's out. I don't do none of that. It's the music come on. We do one take, baby, and we just keep it moving. That's it. So it's just how I do it. I don't really, you'll know if it's choreo though.
I'm about to say, but you do some choreo. You have
definitely, because now that I'm a part of the dance industry, so I do have these challenges where I am part of there now. So I have made my own lane with what I do with my freestyle movement and my my visuals and things. So very blessed for that, because it's also an amazing thing to know that I can go and be a part of the industry and do choreo things as well. So when I did the music video with Migos, that was choreo. When I did Busta Rhymes BT, that was choreo. When I did Meg Thee Stallion, that was choreo. All of that stuff is choreo. You will really sit here and know, because it's like you can see the difference of like what I do and then when I go do it with the dance industry. It's 2 different things.
Which one do you like more?
Of course, what I do is better.
Yeah. I get that. And you did. I didn't know you did the Migos. You just said you did the Migos. I didn't know that.
Yes. I did Roadrunner. It was a part of the last album that they had together. I was in that music video.
That's you.
And then I did the BT Awards with Meg Thee Stallion in 2021. This is a lot of things.
You done the Super Bowl. Pop your shit, man.
I did the Super Bowl with everybody named Mama. It's a lot of things. It's exciting things. I'm very blessed.
Well, take me to the Super Bowl, because I feel like that's huge, right? And that was the LA one. Yes, that was the LA one. Can you, give me the story, walk me through it. Would you get a call? Like, how do you end up a black girl?
I'm gonna tell you the story. Okay, so boom. They posted, I don't know if you remember when they posted the lineup. They posted the lineup in like October in 2021. They posted the lineup in October. And I remember seeing it and I was like, nah. So then I tweeted it and I was like, God knows how bad I want to dance in the Super Bowl. And then I prayed on it and I gave it up to God. Okay, boom. Bye. So I have
you at this point? Like, how booming were you at this time? Like, booming like now, or?
I was cracking, yeah. It's been, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, it's been this way since like 2010. Hey, it just got a little better, you know what I'm saying? But boom, seen it, tweeted it, left it to God. Because I miss, like, once you manifest it and you just say it, you just leave it to God. You don't want to stress over it. You don't want to figure out how to get it. You just got to let it go and keep the day moving. Yeah. So boom, I have a stomach condition. It's called endometriosis. So boom, I was sick. I was down and bad. I was crying. Yeah. D-Smoke texted my phone like, hey sis, my homegirl Fatima is trying to get in contact with you. But Fatima Robinson is a choreographer. She's director. She's that girl. Okay. So when I saw the text, I'm like, Fatima. Like, but somebody they had my phone because I was crying. Like I said, I was sick. So they was like, Storm, D Smoke text you. So I'm like, let me see the phone. So I'm crying. I'm looking at the phone. I see it. I said, Fatima. And then I'm like, boom, I gotta get this together. So I call her. Boom, we on the phone. She like, hello. I'm like, hey. Like trying to just not, I'm in pain. So I'm like, hey, how you doing? She like, hey, I just want to call you to reach out to you about the little girl in your family, in your video. She was like, it's a video you did at the park, and it's a little girl. She has a blue shirt on, and she was walking. Dr. Dre really wants her. Like, and I was like, oh shit, like, okay. And I was like, well, I can get on the line. We can get it cracking. What you need from her? Blossom, I think at the time had to be like 10 or 11. So I was like, yeah, I can get her to you. And then she was like, oh, and I wanted to know if you wanted to work with me on choreography for the Super Bowl. And I was like, I was like, okay, yeah. I was like, but I'm really not feeling good right now. If I could please call you back. Like, she's like, no, it's okay. Just call me back. Boom. Ambulance came. I was in the hospital the whole night. And the whole time I was thinking in my head, like, did you just fuck up and tell this lady you're going to call her back? Like, are you crazy? So in my head, I'm like, oh my God, Storm, like, what the hell? So I texted the next day. I'm like, hey, my apologies. I was sick. I was at the hospital. She's like, no worries. And then we chopped it up. And then I ended up at the audition. And I thought, I'm not going to lie, I thought I was going to have to audition to do what she asked me to do. But instead, she had me running the audition with her. So not only did I get into that room and she was like, freestyle. And then she was like, that's what you're going to teach in the audition. Mind you, I just told you, I don't remember nothing I'm doing. So I'm just like, oh my God, like this is crazy. So all that happens, all the fun things happen. We get the boys. Now I'm in the Super Bowl. We rehearsing, we get to SoFi, we get to Center. It's just like the days are moving, we're going. I'm just like, at this point, I'm excited. I didn't tell nobody, I only told like the 4 people close to me because COVID was still going around, and I was missed. Like, since I'm doing this, I'm not seeing nobody. Like, not at all. I'm just going home, rehearsal, home. I'm not hanging out. We're not smoking. We're not drinking. We're not doing none of that. We're not hanging out. So everybody's like, what are you doing? Like, what's going on? You okay? And I'm like, I'm fine. Like, I just can't be outside. You know what I'm saying? So closer to the day, I was getting more anxious, but it's still a job at the end of the day. You know, like it is what I love, but it's still a job. So I still have to make sure, like, one, I'm in it, but I'm also choreographing Dr. Dre's set. So I'm excited to be a part, but I'm also working. Like, I'm getting home every day, like making sure, you know, I'm on my P's and Q's, because you got to think about it. I'm just a girl from LA that's used to just making videos in the street and popping up at functions. Like, who would have thought? You know, so
did you feel ready for the moment when the opportunity came? Did you feel like you were ready for it?
Oh, most definitely. I stay ready. You ain't never gonna know, okay? You got to stay ready because we don't have time for that. So we in rehearsals. We're rehearsing with the artists, and I think this probably has to be the one, like, you know, because we got to rehearse with just the dancers and the, you know, doing all of that, making sure we have it before the artists come. And I think just being in the room with everybody, I'm like, this is wild, because I really grew up listening to 50 Cent, Mary J. Blige, Eminem, Kendrick Lamar, especially when I was in high school and stuff, you know, and then it's a lot going on. Fatima walked me up to Dr. Dre. She was like, you met him yet? And I was like, no, you know, I'm just doing my job. I'm not saying hi to nobody. Walked up to him. She was like, this is Storm Debarge. She choreographed your set. Like, and he was like, nah, like, that's dope. Woo, woo, woo. Bam. Talk to Snoop. He's hilarious. I walked up to him. I was like, what's up? And he was like, nah, you be doing your thing. I was like, nah, what's up, bro? Like, we good? Like, we good. So we had that interaction. I had a cool interaction with Kendrick Lamar. It was crazy. We was doing the rehearsal, we was doing the choreo and stuff, and they was like, run it back. We got to run it back, run the show back. So I was trying to walk back to my, like, area, and I didn't know that was him the whole time. We was rehearsing. He was covered up and shit. He's really small, but there's a lot of small niggas in there, so I just didn't. In my head, I'm like, Kendrick Lamar's just not here today. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He has other things to do. So I'm walking. I accidentally bumped him, so I'm like, my bad. And I turn around, and he like, you good? And I was like, my name. And he was like, Storm. He's like, you be doing your thing. Like, I see you. You do your thing. He was like, this you right here? I'm like, yeah, I choreographed that. He like, keep doing it. I said, I'm finna walk away because I'm finna cry. And then I walked away. And I was in the whole rehearsal. I'm like, what the fuck just happened? But just also seeing them, like, grown and as adults, and just seeing the whole growth from when I was a kid till now was like amazing. I was like, F me. I was like, just seeing them, like, just be them and together and just laughing and you could tell they have like a brother and sister relationship and brother relationships, and that everybody cool. So being able to work in that environment was dope. I have no complaints about the Super Bowl at all. I got nervous right before I went on. I wasn't nervous the whole time until literally right when you heard the MC Light, like, we got the halftime show. I was like, oh my God, bitch, about to throw up. But it was exciting. It was fun.
Do you ever see, like, did you expect to be in these rooms at all? Because hearing you talk, I'm like, yo, this girl's confident as hell. But like, you next to Kendrick, you walking up to 50 Cent, Dr. Dre. Did you see this already, or like, was it?
I'ma say I seen myself in a room, but I didn't know what kind of room it was gonna be. But I did see myself being in a room with the higher ups. You know what I'm saying? With an artist. I just didn't know who it was gonna be. Like I say all the time, I never had Super Bowl on my vision board or in my brain because I never thought that was reachable to someone like me. So it was not that I couldn't do it. I just didn't think it was reachable. So the fact that it happened, I'm like, damn, like, okay. But then while I was in there, like, you know, day 8, I'm like, hey, this is where I'm at. You feel me? Like after this, the price went up. This is where I'm at. You know, you got to believe in yourself. Like the confidence thing, it's been here for a while. But like behind closed doors, sometimes you feel me? I'll be like, you know, I'm like, damn. I should have. We all have that,
Yeah.
you know. It's just how it goes. But you just got to be confident because that's the only way. Nobody can step on your toes, tell you what to do, tell you how to be. You can just be you at all times.
You mentioned something earlier. I don't know the young girl's name, but she called you. She said, "Yo, we want the young girl." We saw her from your video.
My family function.
So
crazy.
To that point, right? Like I feel like obviously you kind of were before, I'm assuming right before the 15 seconds social media started coming, but social media really has allowed people to see your stuff. Do you feel like now it's just way easier for people to get on versus when you were coming up?
I feel like it is easier now. It is easier now, but it also lets people not have to work as hard because you got to remember we was jerking, so we didn't have Instagram. We had, well, in the beginning, we had AIM and like our flip phones and stuff. So we was just recording on our phones and uploading to YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So if you go right now and look up Drop That Ink, like we ran it up on YouTube. Like we did it up. But that was because we was really linking up, you know, going outside, recording, putting it up, making sure everybody knew. Like we didn't have the extra resources. We was like, throw it up, that up on YouTube. Hopefully everybody see it. If not, it just is what it is. So now it's easier because you have so much access to people. You can find out. You can, you know, you can post. You can be more consistent. You can make sure you look good. Yeah. And you can reach out to other people who want to collab and do all these things with you. But back then, it kind of was like, if it's your circle, you only mess with your circle. And then this is just how it goes. So it's easier now for sure.
Is it hard to stay like, I feel like when it becomes easier, like it's easier to lay back and like not really be as consistent. So do you feel like it's harder for you, or are you still like a beast?
Nah, I'm never satisfied, baby. You see what's going on every week. Come on now, I don't play that. I don't care about a video can get a million views. We're thinking about the next one. Like I just dropped the Sean Paul one, baby. Trust and believe me, we are on to the next one. That's done for. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta stay consistent, no matter if you have $1 million in your bank account.
It's given visionary, and I'm like that. Like right, like we just did a pop up, and somebody on my team hit me. Was like, "Are you excited?" And I'm like, "Nah, not really." Which is cool, right? But I feel like it's because I'm never truly in the moment, and maybe I don't know. Well, first of all, let me ask you: do you feel like you live in the moment, or do you kind of suffer from that as well?
I feel like I live in the moment.
Oh, lucky you. Then when do you feel like, or do you find time for yourself to like relax and chill? I don't relax.
So this was my Mondays. Mondays is my relax and chill.
That's a beautiful thing.
Mondays is my relax and chill. Like I don't see nobody. We're not doing business cards. We're not talking about nothing. I'm not doing none of that. But today I had to talk to Cooley about some little business stuff. But as far as that, like I try to just give myself.
You interview
my dog. Shout out to y'all. I'm so sorry. I can't read. I told you I'm blind. So if you under there saying you love me and I love you too. Thank you.
No,
but yes, I find time for myself now because I didn't read myself drive before.
Yeah. I mean, you running up a bag, bro. That shit, I think that shit's super important. You also mentioned the vision board. What's on your vision board right now?
Oh, wait, mine's just in the car. I'm so mad. So it's funny because when I looked, I just got my car back. I had gotten to accident and get my car back, whatever. And I was like, let me look at my vision board because it's been in there for a minute. So when I went back and looked, I have a couple artists on there that I would like to work with. And then like the Grammys is on there, of course. I had BET Awards on there, but I just did that. So just starting a podcast. There's a lot of things on there that like I want to do for myself because I feel like, yes, I can continue to post dance videos and that's what I'm going to do. Mm-hmm. But I also know that people want to know more about me or like what I like to do other than dance and like how I am when the camera's not on me and stuff like that. So I think just dedicating more time to that.
Yeah, I think you should. I don't know if you're like vlogging already. I think you should be vlogging. I could see a podcast coming from you for sure. Put it on SBRBN. I'll throw you a bag. What's up? I could see you doing that for real. I could definitely see you doing that. One thing that you do that I think is really cool is, and we got something coming for you or about you on SBRBN, but you like really be curating events. Like you're an event curator, I feel like. How did that come about? You know what I'm saying?
I was like, damn, I think I am. Somebody said that to me the other day. I was like, am I?
You are. You a whole rollerblading event. I'm like, this shit's crazy.
The first one I did was for my family. So what I wanted to do was have like a family function event. I had it a week after the Super Bowl. So I wanted to just bring out the people that were in the ones before. So we could just have a good time, you know, just celebrate, living life, and just create a good space, but also a space where people can see the people that I have around me. Like, you know, like, so they know the people I mess with and how we vibe and how we turn up and how I like to have fun and there's no problems or nothing. So I think that was my first one and it went really well. So I was like, okay, girl, I see what you're doing. And then I had like my birthday party and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, so yeah, I'm starting to do my thug thizzle. I got something coming next month, so stay on look.
Yeah, we excited for it. And another thing I noticed about you too, like D-Smoke texts you, right? Not everybody can say that. Then all the time I kind of see you and Watch Homie Quan going back and forth in the comments. And it seems like you're just well connected. You know what I mean? And so I'm interested to know, and I'm gonna ask this because I feel like a lot of people from LA aren't good at as well as open to the idea of like networking, you know what I'm saying? And so I'm interested to know like how do you go about networking? And maybe you grew up with these people, right? I don't know, but that networking aspect of it, like where do you even pick that up from? Because we LA, we kind of standoffish sometimes.
Like, a lot of people are standoffish. I think I've just always been like an open bird and super outgoing as I've been growing up. And then like I've known Quan since I was a kid. We drank together. So I just always kept a good rapport with people. Like I'm a people person. Mm-hmm. So I have good energy. So if you have good energy, I'm a vibe with you. And you just always have to keep that going. Like, you know, people out here just like to use people or just be cool people just for what they got. But when you really have family and people who really respect you and love you, you just always got to make sure you have good relationships with them and make sure you know, have a good rapport and check in with them and see what's going on. So when things like family functions happen or things like events happen, people gonna pop out because I have good people around me and they know like, oh, she know how she know my cousin, like she taught my little cousin, like, nah, we've been doing storms since she was like yay high, like, so they able to vouch, you know what I'm saying, like, nah, she been dancing since she was little, like I watched her since. So I like to keep those good people around me. And then family functions also another way I like to have people connect. So that was my main thing. I was telling people like it's really not about me. So if you go back and watch a video, I'll be in that hoe in the beginning of the dialogue and then I'll dance. I'll be the first one to dance and then I'm out of there. Because it really is just so you can see other people's life. Like, for instance, you brought D-Smoke. He was in the third one. So I had D-Smoke, Jason Cash, Westside Boogie, some of the producers pull up. And then I had, like, young niggas pull up. And they was like, nah, like.
Hold on. Jason Cash was dancing? You had Jason Cash
No, he didn't dance. He did the dialogue.
Boy.
That's why everybody be like, I don't know how to dance, but I had them, they was like, damn, D-Smoke here, like Westside Boogie, I've been listening to them since I was little. I'm like, look, this is the moment. This is why I do these things. Like, I want you to walk up to them and be like, hey, because they're open to things like that. So now I'm walking around and I see the young niggas with their music out, showing into West Side Boogie, and he like, okay, and I'm like, exactly, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just about networking and be able to put people in those positions so they can, you know, go do their thing. Ain't got nothing to do with me at this point.
Yeah. Yeah. So you feel like that's kind of like your purpose, right? Obviously, dancing is the how, the vehicle, but really, like, your whole thing is bringing people together and connecting. I think that's dope. I feel like LA don't really, and I'll speak for myself. Like, I'm just at this age, kind of really figuring out my purpose. I don't know if I have it all the way yet. It sounds like you kind of already had it locked in for a minute. You feel like that's kind of true, or are you still developing your purpose? That was
I feel like I got it together now. I mean, it's always working. You know, it's always work in battle. Sometimes it changes. Sometimes you be like, like what's going on? But I for sure found my purpose for sure.
okay. We got the okay. Tell me about some of the pitfalls, I guess. What's hard about this dancing stuff that you do? Because it can't all be.
Okay. Well, one, people think that I feel like people watch my videos and, you know, you get happy, you get excited, you like, I can relate, I feel good. And I'm just like, yes, that's great and dandy, y'all. But there's a lot of moments where I've cried before I came to shoot a video. I can name them, like Jam, I did Michael Jackson Jam. I was heartbroken, sad, cried before I got there. Pandora commercial, I cried before I got there. Family Function 5, I was cramping. Like I told you about my stomach condition. I was sick to my stomach on the floor crying. I'm like, I'm not going to be able to do the video. I'm not going to be able to do this. But I popped my pills and I said, hey, we're going to have to make it happen. So I feel like just my condition, that also messes with me a lot because it comes and then it comes however it wants to come. And then I have to like not dance. That pisses me off. Like, you know, it messes up everything. I'm like, damn, I really only got 2 weeks to myself in the month because this whole 2 weeks I was sick or this happened, and it's nothing nobody can do. It really is something that I have to, you know, heal on my own and natural healing. That and not really being connected with my family, that's the thing. You know, I'm just a happy person and I like to give out good vibes and just surround myself with people that are family. So not really having the connection with my family does mess with me sometimes because people be like, man, I you know, your family, I'm pretty sure they're proud of you. And I'm just like, yeah, I wouldn't really know that.
What?
And then
Give me that part. Why are you not connected to your family?
We just being raised by addicts, okay? And we just don't connect. I'm grown now. I feel like we should be able to have conversations where we could talk about what went left, what went wrong. I was young, so it was really nothing I could do to help my stepdad or my mother, because my real dad, he's passed away. He's the one on my chain, on my pendant. But my stepdad and my mom, like, I just don't think they get it. And I'm grown, so I'm not gonna sit here and do the pity thing and, oh, we older now, so nah, baby. I'm 27 years old and I really need to live in my life. I need to be happy. Like, you guys are weighing me down, even just talking to y'all. So y'all are grown enough to get your wings and fly. I'm here now. So I think it comes sometimes when, like, the family things, like when people invite me out or like things like that, I'll be like, I don't want to come. Like holidays, I hate holidays, but I think the past 2 years I've been doing better, going to friends' house, hanging out with families and doing that. That's another reason why I started Family Function too, because it just allows me to be around the people that I consider family and I grew up with, knowing that's not blood. But those are pretty much like the downfalls, or just people not respecting me as a dancer. Sometimes they feel like men in the industry, they just be thinking they know it all. But I know my business. So you can never really get it past me. I'm going to let you know what it is and what it's not. The money's there. Of course, we want money, but if it's not right, I'm not going to do it. If the energy's not there, I'm not going to do it, you know. So just having to have the industry job talks with people are always hard too. But that's pretty much it.
You said a job industry talks. Like, what you mean by that? Elaborate.
People think just because they have, it's like entitlement, egos. They think because they're famous, they've been famous for so long, that they could just hit you up and be like, dance to my song. Okay.
Yeah. You like, nigga?
Well, I'm going to tell you what comes with that. Yeah, I'm going to tell you what comes with that. That, or like, just, like I said, a lot of people just started taking my dancing serious. So like Super Bowl, I feel like a lot of people finally clicked in their head, like, oh, this is like she's really in her bag. And I'm like, that doesn't make no sense because I done did a whole bunch of shit before the Super Bowl, so you should have been taking me serious. But now that I'm on TV, you like, oh, okay, like we support her, we get it now. So I just gotta have these talks with niggas. Like I really do this for real, on and off camera. So we really gotta figure out what we're doing, you know. And I'm not scared. I'm not scary. If it's not meant to be, it's just not meant to be. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, yeah, just because you let's say example, not I ain't never had this conversation, but like just because you Chris Brown or Shaka, you know what I'm saying? Like just because you all you've been there and all that, it doesn't really mean much for me because I didn't did a lot of things now. I didn't reach the table with just being me. So I'm cool. I mean, if it happened, it happened. It don't.
Yeah. You mentioned like Chris Brown. You said it earlier, like there's artists you want to work with. Is there a world, and I'm sure there is, but like, I don't know the dancing world. So, but is there like, well, I want to dance with her, or like I want to dance with him? Like, is it the same thing with dancers, or is it like y'all kind of all do your own different things?
We all do our own different things.
Got it.
Yeah. So like I would, and it's politics too now because it's a lot of politics. It's a lot of politics. It's a lot of politics. It's a lot of politics about who you know, who know you, word of mouth. You know what I'm saying? I'm a word of mouth type of girl. Like I'd rather just have it that way. Like I just was talking to the homie earlier. I had met Omarion, like actually, like, cause I opened up with my old crew for the Millennium Tour, and we met them real quickly, but it wasn't often like I'm. So when I saw his cousin trains me, he's my trainer, and we was all backstage, and I just was like, we was so close. I'm just like, he like, this is Storm. I'm like, yeah. He like, oh, I know you. You be doing the videos and stuff. Like, you be doing your thing. I'm like, oh, good looking. Like, good looking. You feel me? Like, that's cool. You gonna fuck with me one day, you know? He like, okay, cool. And then that's that. I'm gonna leave it there. I'm not gonna hit you up.
Got it.
None of that. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather just have the natural vibe. If you fuck with me, you fuck with me. If you want to get there, you want to get there.
Yeah. I like it. Makes it better too. Like it's a real bond. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you seem to built your shit up and it's lasting like this. So fuck it. Why not? Why not? What do you see, what do you see coming up for you in the future? Like, what is it that you really want to do that you haven't been able to do?
Guys, I want to go on tour so bad. Like, I just want to go. I want to leave. I want to go on tour so bad. That's like my number one.
The Storm tour, or like?
I want to go on tour with. Okay, so look, this is
artist.
I want to go on a tour with an artist, but I don't want to be with the artist. If you get what I'm saying, like I want it to be like I'm doing it with them, not so much like I'm dancing for them.
I get what you're saying. Like you're a part of the show.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
So I want to be that type of vibe. Like I mean, if I could get a tour where I do have to learn minimal choreography and stuff like that, like of course a blessing's a blessing. I'm gonna take it. But my ultimate goal is to like do a tour with an artist, like bringing Storm Debarge type. Like that's what I'm aiming for. And then I also want to have my own agency for the communities, like the inner city community, of course, like South LA and Los Angeles, anything that's a part, of course, just so they can get it like how I did. They don't have to go and think they have to learn choreo or be a part of the dance industry to be somebody or get somewhere or be in the PT or be here, do this or do that. Like you can just be you, but you have to be consistent. You know, that's how I want to start my agency so I can get my kids cracking off the float. They ain't got to go through nobody, no white person, no none of that. We gonna get the bread and we gonna get it cracking. That's how I want to work. You know what I'm saying?
Did you have to go through? You don't have to go through no white people, or you have to go through some white people.
My first, so 2019, I signed with my first agency. They're called Go To. They only got me one job. They were cool, but it wasn't giving what it was supposed to give. I actually just dropped them this year. I had to write my little letter like, hey,
damn.
Yeah, I've been doing everything on my own. Like y'all ain't did nothing for me. So after that,
so like a record label? How does that work? Like it's like the sign.
It's kind of like that. So you sign a contract saying like, hey, any jobs that come through us is this percent. Any job that don't come through us and you still do it, you still dancing, this is how much it is. This is how long the contract is. You can't do this, you can't do that. But baby, it's like if you're not helping me and I'm doing everything by myself, it's no reason to have you.
I feel it. Talk to me about your love life, man. You working so much. Are you able? Oh yeah, what you thought? What you thought? Are you able
You finna have the kids in here in my DMs so hot.
What you
Okay, look, we just gonna be honest. We gonna be honest. We gonna be honest. So look, y'all, ladies, men, ladies. So I just got a relationship.
got in one or
Just got out.
Woo! Right in time for summer. You know I'm
honestly, we not doing no bashing, you feel me? But what it is that I got with a men's, and then one thing about me, I'll tell you this now. I will never, ever, ever stop dancing. I will never, ever stop what I'm doing, ever. But you know, you saying of course, but girls, like, it really get down bad for real. Like, people really stop, you know, showing up, going places. They be lying. They don't go out. They can't go show up to this, show up to that. Like, no, I'm still making videos. Like, all my videos last year.
He was hating. He was like, you can't dance for Watch Homie no more. It's over with.
Baby, look, every video y'all saw last year, probably like half of them, I was sick, crying, sad, depressed. Y'all talk about my weight? Yeah, it's because I was in a unhealthy relationship. I lost weight because I was in a healthy relationship. I didn't mean for it to go that way. I feel like we all have our down, you know, our down moments where we do dumb things, where we stay in relationships because we love the person and we feel bad.
What's your sign?
But I wasn't getting treated right. You feel me? But
you giving? I feel like you a Cancer. What's your sign?
I'm an Aries, baby.
Oh, you an Aries?
Yeah, we run teams. People fall in love with us easy, okay? So yeah, I'm a single girl. You know, we had to let that go because I don't want to be skinny no more. I want to be happy.
fellas, if we got any black, or I don't know, you might, you know, I don't know, but I'm gonna say black. Any black kings want to come sliding in DMs? Please do it. She deserves it. You know,
let me tell you something. That? Don't slide up.
What did you just hold up?
Oh, that's this is a
on the back.
Yeah, okay, my bad. But no, look, don't slide up in these DMs now because it's about a million motherfuckers in there saying the same thing. If you saying something different, you gotta come a little correct.
Come different, man.
Different, baby. I don't have time to waste my time, and I'm not even trying to be anything serious. Like, if you trick, hey.
Okay, give me the LA dating scene from in your perspective. Like, how do you feel about the LA dating scene right now? Be honest.
Everybody know each other, and I'm sick of it. That LA man, okay, I can't, damn. As a whole, I'm just gonna say, yeah, everybody know each other. You gotta stay on your 10. You gotta stay on your toes. Because they'll get you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be smart. You gotta play smart. You feel me? You gotta act just like these niggas. Don't play with them, okay? But I just feel like it's whatever right now. Like, everybody know each other. You always find out who baby daddy is somebody. This person got a kid. Like, it's too much. I don't have time.
Do you have faith for like a relationship in the future?
Oh, most definitely. I want me a little, you know what I'm saying? I want me a little family. I want me a little son. I want to have fun. Before that relationship, I want to have, hopefully, the relationship I get in is that one. But if it's not, and it's one before that, hey, I want to have fun. You know what I'm saying? I want to go travel. I want love. I just want to feel love. I want to be happy. It shouldn't be nothing too serious. You know, I just feel like if you keeping it player and you communicate and being transparent, then nothing should go wrong.
Okay, I like it. I'm asking one more, then we can get off a date now.
Okay.
What is Storm's like perfect date? If you could line it up from start to perfect date, or the perfect man. Which one you want? See, the
okay,
perfect.
It's first of all, it's no perfect man, so we're gonna do the perfect date.
Okay.
Perfect date. Boom. Pick me up. Hey, look, let me tell you something. You can pick me up with the driver, or you can do it yourself. I think it's cuter. You know what I'm saying? If there's a driver and you open the door, I think that's cute. Either way it go. Pick me up. Take me to a 5-star restaurant, but they gotta have seafood though. I don't eat no cheese. Don't fuck up now. I don't eat no cheese, and I'm a pescatarian. Okay, so go to the seafood. Make sure it's crab. Maybe it's like 4 pounds of crab and like 5 pounds of shrimp, potatoes, corn. This is important. So you gotta get that. You know what I'm saying? Boom. We eat, get a little drink. So then after that, we can go to like a little after hours, like Afrobeats club or something, you know, get a little dancing, get a little kid, a little grinding, a little session, you know what I'm saying? And then maybe take me shopping, you know what I'm saying, the next day. The date doesn't end in one day, you know what I'm saying? Take me shopping, and then you can drop me off.
Fellas, I'm giving y'all the keys to the game right now. I just set these MFers up with the perfect play. If y'all can't make it happen, bro, Come on, man. I'm playing matchmaker out here, man. I'm playing matchmaker out here. They better stop playing with me, bro.
and y'all can't be my size now. You got to be you got to be taller. We're not doing short niggas. You can't.
How tall are you?
Walk out.
How tall are you?
Oh, 5'.
I'm about to say you like 5 foot or something like that. So that you cool. You'll take a 5'10", or you need taller than that. 5'10" is like
no. 5'10", 5'11" is cool. It's cool.
It's cool.
I need me like a 6, but it's okay.
No, LA dating is super duper hard, bro.
It's annoying. Like I done seen 2 of my exes hanging out like last month. I said, what is going on? What is going on?
2 of them hanging out? You think?
And at that, y'all don't know because I don't really put it out there. It's no reason for me to put it. I'm going wrong. Like I said, I say every time. But your girl's bisexual. But yeah, both of my ex-girlfriends was hanging out. Like, why was y'all hanging out?
Oh my God, that's a setup. Cause girls be knowing. They know what's going on. They know what's going on.
Too small.
They know what's going on. Okay. I think that might be all I got. I feel like we figured it out. Is there anything you want to add? Tell the people anything they should know about you. Anything they should be looking out for.
Look out for some music videos. I'm about to start directing with some cool artists. I'm just trying to get into that bag more, getting behind the camera. And then, of course, just like my visuals and things. I can't say much, but God is good.
I do have another question. I lied. I'm finna get in your business. How are you maintaining as a creator? You know what I mean? It's tough. Like, I'm dealing with it now to where I'm like, yo, I be having moments where I'm like, nigga, I might have to go get me a little J.O.B.
Hey, let me tell you something about me. One thing about it goes high, it goes low, it goes high, it goes low, it goes low, 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 high, high, high. I think that's with everybody though, especially right now. I don't know what is going on, but I think what I do, I just have to be smarter. Like the past 2 years, I've been smarter with my monies and like how I move around and stuff like that because I get excited, I get trigger happy and want to eat seafood every day and blow a bag. You know what I'm saying? I used to do that all the time. But you start getting older and you like, look, your money can go in these different ways. I almost got a job at a daycare to teach dance, but I feel like with me, it may be a little easier because I can go to like a school and be like, oh, I want to teach dance and like do that, you know. So God is good for that. But baby, let me tell you something. Money is money. And if you need to get a job, or if anybody here need to get a job and you got your own business, or the case may be, it is what it is. I don't know why people be worried about people's pockets like that.
I wish they would walk in and see me at Subway, man. They'd be like, nigga, is that what's the name? I can't do it.
And it's getting money too, making sandwiches and all that.
My pride too big, bro. I can never.
No, I feel you. I miss like I've thought about that too. I'm like, damn. But it's crazy because when I thought I was gonna get the daycare job, literally like 2 days after that, it never happened because I was just busy. Like God was working, God was doing his thing. But baby, one thing about me, I'm always I will go work at a daycare. I will go work at a school. I will go do those things. Now you won't see me in McDonald's or Subway or none of that. But know that I am working for the money because I just feel like at the end of the day, it's your pockets, it's your rent. That's like you saying I'm not gonna get a job. Okay, so you're gonna be homeless. Okay, cool. So you want everybody to be homeless. Okay, cool. Like no.
We ain't gonna be homeless. We can't do the homeless.
We can't do that. You know what I'm saying? We trying to maintain the space that we have.
And now, see, I said I was gonna get off, but now I'm gonna keep it going because
it's okay.
Brought the family part, and I want to take it back because I was having a conversation. My dad got 21 kids. 21 kids. That nigga's a beast. And if you listening, Pops, and I know you ain't listening, but if you was listening, I salute you. But I was talking to one of my brothers the other day, and my dad literally lives maybe like 35 minutes away from me. And we don't have a relationship at all. And I was talking to my brother, my blood brother who lives with him. And he was like, yo, he sent me a voice message. He was like, y'all know how you probably feel. Like, you probably just want a mutual relationship with your folks. He was like, and if you want that, you're going to have to be the one to reach out to him to like men. And then I kind of was like, it was the first time I was like, damn, like I've been wanting to like have it be mutual And he just kind of let me know, like, nigga, it's never going to be mutual. You're going to have to be the one to be the adult and curate that. And so they in the comments going crazy with the 21. Focus on the message, y'all.
No, I'm trying to see what your daddy look like. Okay, I'm just kidding.
But I guess the question is, like, and I think a lot of people from LA can kind of relate to the story we both got. But do you feel like I should, and do you feel like it's right that, like, we kind of have to be the ones to be the older adults and, like, really be the parents, it feels like, right?
I feel like if you try as much as you could try where it's not hurting you, you did your job.
Yeah.
Because I'm not, just like I said, my mama, like, I'm like, lady, you had me living in vans, lady. 8th grade, I had to get on because we had no lights. We couldn't eat. You know what I'm saying? I had to take care of myself, 14 and up. So it's like, I was bouncing around everywhere. You was on drugs. My stepdad got you on drugs. You drunk. You doing all types of weird. And I just want to have a conversation with you. I want to know what happened. And can you just apologize to what's going on and why I am the way I am and why I'm struggling without a childhood trauma? But she's like, this came out her mouth. She's like, you need to get over it. That's the past. We're in the present now. And I'm like, huh? I said, but baby, I'm like, everything that we went through is literally why I have childhood trauma, why I deal with things the way I deal with them, and why I treat people the way I treat them when I get mad, or what I say when I get mad, or how I just close off when certain things happen and that stuff like that. She's like, no, that's you, that's on you. You doing that to yourself. So I'm like, okay, cool. And all this crying and arguing with you, I can't do it no more. So I tried to have at least 3 conversations with the lady. And after that, I backed off because I'm like, it's going to come or it's not. You feel me? But everybody has their own thing with their parent because, I mean, we didn't grow up tight. So yeah. It's like, people be like, it's your mama. Like, you can just give it a while. And I'm like, baby, it's been 2 years. I'm not talking to the lady.
Be like, and granted, like, my pops went to jail for, like, that nigga did, like, a dub or something crazy.
Oh, so wow.
I don't really fault him. But when he did get out, he came to see me. And I was like 19 at this point. Damn, that's like a minute. Shit.
That's crazy.
And like, I'm looking at this nigga, and it was like crazy because I'm like, bro, you really just like another nigga at this point. Like, I really don't, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes now that I'm getting older, you know, niggas, I'm getting older. I'm starting to like understand feelings and shit. And I'll be driving, I'll be like, damn, like, I really don't know my pops. That's kind of fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I live next to this dude, he a firefighter. I walk outside. He playing catch with his son, and I'd be like, man, I ain't never seen that shit ever. Like, I thought it was a movie. Like, that's real?
No, let me tell you, I'm going to keep it a band with y'all. I literally just cried today because I was on TikTok, and I saw a baby. I think it was a couple, and they had a baby, and then, like, the grannies and shit, the grannies and, like, the grandparents, it was, like, both they sides of their parents was there, and they always just in the video with the baby, and I just started crying, and I was like, oh, my God, like, Storm, what's going on? But I feel you though, because it's like I want that. Like I want to be able to go. I want to have, like, even the kid situation, having kids, like, want to have kids. Storm, I'm like, of course I do. One, I don't know because of my condition, and 2, it's like I do want to bring a child in the world, of course. But then again, I'm like, they ain't gonna have no grandparents. Yeah. They ain't gonna be able to meet their uncles, they aunties, none of that, because it's not happening. So
it's fucked up. Or it's messed up. This is gonna go on YouTube. It's messed up because it's almost like our kids are already coming in behind the 8 ball already. You know what I'm saying? You could give them everything in the world. You can be financially well off, all this stuff, but it's like, damn, they're gonna be missing that relationship with their grandfather and their grandmother. You know what I mean?
They're gonna ask, and then it's like, as a parent, and already just being around kids, I love kids. So like, as a parent, I'm for sure gonna be like, look. But then the kid gonna grow up like, I'm grown enough to know if I want to, you know, go meet my granny or do this or do that. So it's definitely something that you just sit on. And I feel like as a man too, like, even for you to even address that and acknowledge that and like say these things out loud, I applaud you for it, because a lot of black men just don't know how to do that, and a lot of them struggle with like the parent thing and the dad thing, and like they really just be closed off. And I done met a lot of niggas like that, and I just try to tell them and give them their flowers. Like, it's good to address these things, because it's not easy. It's not easy at all.
Nah, it's not tough. And I was like listening to the Kendrick Lamar, that daddy issues thing, and like I like, when it first came out, I seen everybody on Twitter talking about it. I'm like, I ain't listening to that shit. Blah, blah, blah. But then I was in the car really listening to it. I'm like, damn, like, do I got daddy issues?
No.
Like, and I really had to dissect it. And I guess what I want to ask you is like, how are you dealing with that? Because you literally just said like, yo, I just was boohoo crying. And I know when I feel away, I don't really do, like, I'm a workaholic. Like, I literally do not stop. And I also realize like that's the thing of fear. Like, I'm operating out of fear. Like, I can't stop. I'm always working. And that's how I cope with it. I'm really not coping. I'm just pushing it to the side. So, do you have a way to cope, or do you push it off?
I write in my when I don't have my nails. I write in my journal, or I write in my notes.
Go ahead. Keep going.
I write in my notes. I write in my journal, and then sometimes I make myself. I try to put myself in uncomfortable situations, but like in good spaces.
Yeah.
So I can like learn how to deal with those things when I'm by myself. Like today when I was by myself, like after I got done crying, I was like, whew, okay. And then I just went in my notes and typed how I felt, and then I just kept it pushing because that's me all the time though. I don't really like to, I have a lot of close friends that I can open up to, but I don't like doing all that crying. I hate crying. I'm a real tough, I'm a tough cookie. So I hate crying. So I don't like to tell them immediately when I'm feeling the way I do, but I love to journal. I love to know. And then dancing is really a cure for me, y'all, like real life. Like I'll dance right here in my living room. I'll leave the crib, or I'll meet up with me and Cooley. Like he won't know if I'm having a bad day sometimes. Or like he'll know. I'll come up there crying. He'll like, "You good?" And I just like, "Yep." And I just say, "Yep." And then we'll talk after the video. I'll tell him like, "Man, like this happened." Like I cry with him. We eat, we talk about a lot of hard things together. So I'm just blessed that I do have a core of friends, that male and female, especially male, that can open up to me this way as well. Because like I said, people do not know how to have these conversations because it gets uncomfortable and they get defensive or they don't know what's going on. So just blessed to have that tribe around me for sure.
Yeah. It's crazy too because I journal. I got to show you my little note. I don't want y'all to screenshot it. But
come on.
I journal to me. I journal on like the 26th. But it really does help. Like, and I always try to write a note to myself for the next day. And I'll be like, yo, tomorrow you're going to wake up more clear.
Yeah.
And I will wake up more clear. I had a moment that was crazy because I wrote something like very personal, very personal. And I took a picture and I sent it to my homie, but I scribbled on it because I didn't want him to see. And then he was just like, yo, I just want to let you know, like, yo, live, you know how you can take a picture and it'd be like a picture live or whatever. So he's seen it without the scribble, which was so embarrassing. But you know, journalism is important. That's the part I want to get off. But yeah, that's good. I'm glad that you have a space that you can like let go. And I think that's important for people in LA, people in the black people all the way around. Like we all need
all the way around, and black people, period, y'all, because y'all gotta realize like we've been around for a long time and we carry a lot with us, like our ancestors, we carry a lot with us. So it's important to get those things off when you can. And also just having time for yourself, because you got to realize like today, I was supposed to have a meeting with somebody regarding their talent, like trying to help them with what they want to do. And I just texted him this morning, like, good morning. If you can't find a way here, that is cool. But if you can, if we can reschedule, please, because my social battery is just really low right now. Like, people understand, like, yes, they don't get to see me. They just see me on the internet. So when they see me outside, they get excited. And I totally understand it, and I love it. I love being able to meet my fans and hug them and talk to them and stuff. But I'm like, y'all also got to realize on the back end, like, mentally and physically, I am whooped trying to entertain and be Storm Debarge 24/9. So I love it, though. It's never fake love. I love y'all. But it's like, y'all got to realize being in front of 1,000 people on Friday, then being around 3,000 people this day, then performing this day, and then people talking to you and on my phone. And
that's what, and you'd be surprised. Like, I'll be telling my boy that, like, after this, I'm going to be less energized than I was. And I would, like, have an hour, and I'll be like, yo, I'm whooped. And I'll be like, why? And I think it just comes with a lot, like, anxiety. Like, that shit is pressure. Like, and people don't realize, they think it's because maybe you're not doing something physically, which you are actually doing something physically. That shit is tough, and it's draining.
No, your job is tough, too, because y'all literally have to deal with people. Dealing with people, period, is a lot. You got to deal with people energies, what they have for the day, what they thinking about today. You just got to keep, either way, go mad, sad, or sad, you got to work. You know what I'm saying? Like, being depressed like I was, y'all, And going on set to dance probably had to be the hardest thing I've ever had to do. Because I didn't want to mess up my makeup. I'm over there in the corner after text like, and then I'm shaking. I ain't ate. I'm skinny. I'm not eating. I don't feel like eating during lunch. I gotta give you my 100% that you see on my Instagram. So it's like I'm working 30 times harder. And then I'm also like 90 pounds. So it's like I'm trying to do the best that I can. But yeah, that's pretty much like my little life. But I'm doing better, like mentally. I feel like I'm back on track, like just with being happier. I'm eating more, about working out more, just being outside with
You
people.
gotta eat your rice and cabbage, man.
You know what I'm saying? Because when I'm just trying to get the little ass back, you know?
That's huge. And I guess, and we can wrap it up after this one, but, you know, going through all that different stuff, or everything we just talked about in terms of how hard it is, I realize can be alleviated with a team. Now, a team is hard because you're still dealing with more people, but a team can always kind of help with that. Have you thought about building a team? Are you already building your team?
I feel like it's coming natural. Like I have, excuse me. I don't know why I keep burping. Excuse me. I do have a team. So shout out to the councilwomen. They're women that a group that I'm a part of. I dance with them.
Okay.
Amari, she, Yoey, and Crystal. And we all be doing our thing, so we all work together. You know, when we're on set together, I feel like that's pretty much my team because they understand what's going on. I don't have to hire a director because half of them are directors. I don't have to hire a choreographer because they are choreographers. You know, they do it all. So I think the people around me that are already like in the entertainment world, it kind of just like kind of start coming in a little bit, but I only keep the same people around me. So I have like a stylist I can always call on and stuff like that. So having a team and like people you can call on for sure when you need help, because I mean, I miss independent. I hate, like, it'll be 10 people in here and I'll have like 5 bags and I'm gonna grab all 5 of the bags.
Don't do that.
And I'm gonna grab them and I'm gonna take it all the way to the car. But I'm working on it. So having them around has made me to be like, let them help a little more. But help is very important. Don't think you don't need help, because help is important. So yes, having a team does help, and I do have like a small one.
There you go. Keep it small, but let them work. I suffer from that all the time, but let your team work. Because I'm the king of like, nigga, you ain't doing it how I think you should do it. Let me do it.
Hey, let's just cross it all out.
Or if it's like, I tell you to do something and then you keep asking me questions, it's like, I feel like, why do I need you? I'm going to just put myself. But you gotta, and I'm learning it the hard way, but you gotta just let them do it and work and improve them along the way.
Yes.
Yeah. But thank you so much. The Queen, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, y'all. Thank y'all for tapping in. I'm so sorry I couldn't look at none of these comments. I know y'all was in there tapping in, saying good things.
It's all good. I'm going to be clipping this up. I'm going to put this whole thing on YouTube. I guess I'm going to let you have the last parting thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Anything that's been on your mind, anything you want to tell people. I know we did this part already, but go ahead, give it to them, and then we'll put this whole thing on YouTube tonight.
Just thank y'all. I love y'all. Just keep in tune with me. Put your little post notifications on. Tap in. Hit me up. You know what I'm saying? I do check my requests sometimes. I do get back to fans. So just hit me up. You know what I'm saying? Come to the events. I'm going to have a lot of events coming up. So check out the flyers and stuff. But yeah, I have nothing to say. But if you see me, make sure you have the seafood ready to go.
Y'all better hop in them DMs. Thank you. I love you. Keep doing what you're doing. I'm going to
thank you.
In the DM.
And keep doing YouTube because y'all killing it. You know what I'm saying? So, period.
It look better on the outside. Thank you. All right.
All right.
Girl.